Howdy y'all. It's been a long time since I did a painting video, but I'm gonna do one today just because I miss it. But you know what, I have not bought supplies since we got the COVID, because David was, you know, in the hospital and everything. So I've not bought anything in 5 months, going on 6 months. I had to throw out my paints that were stored in plastic cups with plastic on top because they were dried out. It's like, bummer. And I had to go through all my bottles and give them a shake because they were all separated. All the oils were separated. So let's do a painting or two. And I just got this cheap square here that I got at the dollar store. It came with acrylic paints and paintbrushes on the back, so Mom, so Rosie could paint, but she likes painting on the paper and stuff, so I will paint on the canvas. Let's bring you down yonder. The handle broke on my stupid little tripod here, so I'll just have to manually bring you down. There we go. Okay, what's that? Get that out of there. Okay. Alrighty. I got so much junk. Alright. So we're going to take this here. We got a lovely little vase. And I had a coating of black on there, but it was some old black, and it was kind of grody and snotty. So I just kind of scraped it off. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, to keep the weight from bearing down on that, I'm going to do that for now. Okay, we're going to take a large cup. So we'll put this good black in there. This is the good black. This is Master's Touch. It's not some cheap off-brand that's been laying around forever. Got that. That's what, empty out that bottle. I got another one. Always keep 2 blacks and 2 whites mixed up. But guess what? I am completely out of white paint. I just emptied out my last white bottle, and there's nothing to refill it with. I was freaking out. So yeah, I'm going to have to get some paint eventually. Okay, some black. Let's put in, let's see, I got some silver just mixed up a little bit ago, right here. What kind of silver is this? This is it's American Decor Outdoor Living that I got at the end of summer for $2. It's pretty good stuff. I didn't put any water in with it because it's already a little bit thinner. So I just put some Floetrol in it. So some black, some silver. And then, of course, I love me some, phthalo blue. Ooh, yeah, take the lid off, that'd help. Get some color. Boy, that blue's mixed up kind of thin. Oh well, it'll mix in with that thicker paint. Ooh, saw a paint booger. I don't know where it went. Alrighty. And then I'm going to add some, I know it's kind of a weird color combo. What is this? Purple red. Let's put some purple red in there. Ooh, we got a mess. Get that off there. Okay. Yeah. Let's get the paint booger thingy out of there. Yeah, it's still plugged up. Ugh. Okay, we're going to skip that because I'm going to play with it. I ain't going to mess with it. Let's get some light magenta that's very similar to the purple red as well. The purple red just has more of a reddish tint to it, which reminds me of blood a little bit. It's kind of weird. Alrighty, let's get that magenta in there. One more squirt. And Ringo's out there barking again. David's hunting dog. When I come home, he barks constantly because he thinks I'm going to feed him. I don't feed the hunting dogs. That's Papa's job. I did it when he was in the hospital and when I was home, and then Nicole did it while I was in Grand Rapids. But yeah, that dog drives me crazy. Well, Ringo wasn't here when David was in the hospital, just Polly. But now Ringo is back home, and he just does not shut up. He barks 24/7, it seems like. All right, I cleaned the glass. It's already clean. I had to shake all my paint, so let's get the air bubbles out there a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to what did I do with that? I gotta clean my bottles and everything. I've got such a mess. I decided I'm gonna try to get the purple red open. Yeah, there it goes. So we're just gonna do it this way. Oh yeah, that's why. Globules. See that? That's why it plugs up. Okay. Put that in there. That, yeah, it's a little bit lighter than the light magenta, but it has just a reddish tinge to it. It's kind of weird. Or purple, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. Like me. I'm weird. The paint's weird, so it's all good. Ugh, get on straight. Come on. I'm trying to paint here. Okay. If I don't do it now, I'll forget about it, walk off, and it'll all dry out. Ooby KB. Here we go. I might add some more paint to it after, but let's just start with this and see what we have. Let's get a coating on there here. Woo! Get a good covering. Get a little bit more of that phthalo in there. It's all going to end up on my canvas. If I don't. There we go. Let's try that. Glass is still open on that side. Right there, so let's go over here. Okay. Let's get it just a thin coating like that. And then I'll go back and pour, because it has the ripples down there, so sometimes it doesn't want to cover when it gets down there. Okay, it's gonna be covered up anyway, so let's go for it. Ooh, look at the pretty silage. We're gonna pour right over top of it, so see what we get. My table's not even, so I try to pour a little bit heavier on one side than I do the other to get it covered well. Okay, and we're going to hit those ripples one more time, like that, with the, get the very edges, because the lip doesn't like the paint for some reason. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do this, finish it up. After we get a little bit more light magenta in there, because it's just about gone on my cup. I don't want the black to take over. See that? That's why I have issues with plugging up. Yeah, I'm long overdue at cleaning my bottles up. Okay, just pour the rest of that in there. I have more. Okay, get that out of here. So I've been just letting it drip a little bit, and then I'm gonna pour a little bit more of this in there. Okay, here we go. Do that, just a circular, like a tree ring, like that, now that we're doing the outer coating. The bottom coating, you know, if it goes on a little squiggly, not a big deal, because I knew it was going to cover it up. All right. The black to take over. It might anyways. That's okay. Ooh, kind of pretty. Just gonna let that drip a little bit. We cover that canvas. I got another one just like it down here. I scraped some of that icky paint off. This has the icky paint on it as well. It just was globby. It's because it had all them paint boogers inside the bottle or the cup. I diluted it and mixed it up, but it just sat so long that it was kind of stale and cruddy, I guess. All right, got that off of there. Okay, I saw some fuzz. Where did the fuzz go? I saw a fuzz wad. I guess, oh, there it is. Right there. I'll just put this right there for now. Okay, all How's it going? All right. Yeah, I didn't use my vase that props it up higher. I used a plastic cup instead. That's okay, because once I set it back down, the paint will cover my little finger marks. So I'm just gonna take that off. Put it down here where it's level. Okay, I'll let that drip a little bit farther, and then I'll make sure there's no smudge spots. Okay, that's kind of weird looking, right? What's that? There's something in there. Lost it. Oh, it'll show back up. Come on. This thing's getting gummed up bad. Oh, for goodness sakes. It worked yesterday, or the day before. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to get a little ticked. I don't have patience when it comes to stuff like this. Okay, I think I got it now. For goodness sakes. There's too much paint in there in the switch. There we go. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Put it right there, like so. On there. Alright, I'm just gonna save some. I don't know, this might be ugly. You might not want to keep it, but let's see what happens. I haven't painted in so long. I'm just so out of practice. Most of the winter I was just completely uninterested. Part of that is the winter blahs, and part of that was just recovery. I'm still recovering from COVID and taking care of David and stuff. And his pressure sores, the hole healed up now, so he doesn't have to go to the wound specialist anymore. So we're just hanging on for June and go to see the neurologist, and hopefully they'll tell him he doesn't have to take the seizure medication anymore. He hasn't had any seizures since he woke up from the hospital, but once you have a seizure, you have to go on seizure meds for, it's usually like a year, because they have to retrain the brain. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, they have to train the brain not to seize. So hopefully, well, I know he's got to see the doctor in June, but she might not release him from that medication until October, since he's technically been on it since, I don't know, September or October. Probably September, that's when the seizures started. I don't know. But as soon as they woke him up, there wasn't any more seizures, so. We never did find out what caused them. Medical professionals and us are leaning towards some type of a medication that did it, but we can't prove it. We don't know. Don't know what happened, but they're done with, so that's all right. It's in the past. Okay. Around here on this side of the state anyway, as of the time that he got out of the hospital, I don't know if that's still the case, but as the time that David got out of the hospital, he was the only COVID patient that had been on the ventilator and everything that had seizures like that, and it freaked out the medical professionals as well as everybody else. So yeah, we don't have the answers for everything, that's for sure. Okay, those two versions of pink in here looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I don't want to lose too much of the design, so I'm trying not to tip it. Okay, let's put that right there. Get this out of the way. Put a little heat on that, get rid of some bubbleage. Maybe I can do it this time. But now my hands are wet, slippery. There we go. I got some cells popping up on the edges and towards the middle a little bit. Looks kind of cool, right? that is why I'm having issues. It's all gummed up. And that switch right there, and it gets gummed up. And torch won't work. Okay, I see a spot right there, and I think it's paint. But just to be safe, let's get that. I think it's paint, but because it did have a very thin coat of white on there, but it just didn't look right because I didn't have any more white to blend in with it. Let's get a black one on there. Is there anything else? Is that it? Okay, check my corners. There's something right there. How are we here? Okay, let's check it. Okay. So there we have it, y'all. Oopsie, I'm dripping. Okay, now that's some of the silver paint that's popping up right there, along mixed with maybe just a little bit of white paint, but that's kind of cool. Breaks it up a little bit. And this is just I think a $3 canvas. Maybe it was $5. I don't remember. I think it was only $3. Like I said, it came with a set of acrylic paints in the metal tubes. Not the watercolors, you know. These were acrylic paints, and it came with like 2 or 3 paint brushes. And Rosie loves it. I get her a little container of water, and she gets her brushes out and her art paper, and she paints pictures. Alrighty, y'all. I guess I better stop right here before I continue. So, thanks for coming along for a little painting video. So I thought I'd throw one in. So blend it in with all my Rosie videos and my road flaps. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.